now we're tattooed with the number of the base. It seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you and me. Do you remember how it felt when we were free? Another fight.
Well, hello to everybody who's joined. We'll begin momentarily. We'll begin soon. I'll leave you with a nice view for the moment. Of downtown Los Angeles. Enjoy the view while we start setting up. In the meantime, let me know where you are and how it's going. The song will just play for a few minutes while I set up.
And now we're tattooed with the number of the days. It seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you and me. Do you remember how it felt when
DJ Kill Crazy in the house. Nice to see you. All right. What we're doing here is working on this. I'll be playing drums on this Project Paperclip tune, and it has a bunch of cool people on the recording, and including our pal David J, who's on tour right now with doing Levene Rockets, and make sure to catch Levene Rockets while you can. It's a great band. And our friend Zach wrote this song in Vienna with some great people. I don't know if I should say who's all involved yet, because I think it's kind of a surprise, but you might catch, well, fuck it, Keith Levene, I don't know, whatever. There's a lot of people involved in this record, and I'm playing drums on it, so, or at least I will be playing drums on it, not yet. So we're here at my studio, and the plan is to, let me move that away. The plan is to get these drums down today. So what we're going to do to start is we'll be selecting some of the... I'll turn the camera around so you can see me. It's a mess, I tell you. It's a mess. We're going to pick cymbals. I have quite a few cymbals from which to choose. And... There you go, that might make it a little clearer. And we're going to listen. The first few times I heard this, I thought to go kind of in a sort of Pink Floyd-esque vibe. So we're going to get probably my old ride cymbal out for it. I may add an additional cymbal, but what we have right now is we have my kit that I used for this soundtrack that I did a while ago set up, and some favorite cymbals that are generally here. I just did some stuff with Crow Jane last night for her next record. So we're going to start off with the setup from last night. We have the drums also set up from another record I just did drums on. So we have a lot of drums mic'd. We have these fantastic microphones here that were also used on albums such as Rumors from Fleetwood Mac. So these are great overheads. We have a room mic, which I'll be setting up, which is a Spirit from Aston Mics. That's the room mic that we'll use. And that'll just get the broad overall sound of the drums. And that'll be really compressed by using, let's turn that on, this fantastic TubeTech compressor. We're not going to use my API stuff today. We're going to use this kind of lo-fi thing that's really fantastic. If you ever see this, make sure to pick it up. It's the Art voice channel, but it works really well as a fantastic preamp. It's really clean, and it's a great sounding boost. It's just very clear, and it does what it needs to do. It gives you more signal. So then you drive that in through the compressor, and from there that goes into the audio interface, kindly provided by our friends at Focusrite. Shout out to Focusrite, who've given me both of these guys right here. Thank you. And shout out to Christian. And originally Miriam, who is now over at Spitfire. Wonderful people at Novation Focusrite, though, for that. So, and then we're going to record that. That's all going to go into Reaper, which is a great multi-track software application you can get for your Windows, Mac, and even Linux. You can get it it comes free with your AOL CD. Make sure to check us out on GeoCities. Leave a testimonial on my Friendster while you're at it. And then we'll chat on LiveJournal later. So so we have a bunch of mics. We have those mics. We have individual direct mics, these CAD TM211s on all the toms, and we have one on the snare. And then usually I have I go back and forth between different kick drum mics. Sometimes I have an AKG D112 on the bass drum on one side, and on the other side I have this D6. But right now we're just using the D6 down there, just in case you were curious. That's the drum setup. So again, we're going to go and we're going to listen to the song several times together. I'm going to listen to some cymbals and figure out what cymbals I want to use for the ride. I'm going to pull out this ride, which is the... let me see if I can switch the camera on here. This is the medium ride from Zildjian, fine makers of cymbals. And this cymbal I've had since I was 15 years old, which was 1,000 years ago. Back when they're writing such fictitious books such as the Bible and, Goldilocks and all that stuff. That was around from that era. So that's the medium ride. And this actually went on tour with me on all sorts of places. This was Mount Sims. It was with Thrill Kill Ministry, those eras. It's been with lots of different jazz bands, Red Light District. It's been all over the place. Unit F in the house. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. I hope that your punk rock bowling shows went well, and hope to see you very soon. We'll have to catch up. And I saw your pictures. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. Everybody, Unit F in the house. And Queen of the Static Opera has just joined too. Queen of the Static Opera, if you're not following Queen of the Static Opera, then you are doing your ears some injustice. Grave injustice. So make sure to follow Queen of the Static Opera. So we might use this cymbal on this, but let's take a listen to the track. And if you're wondering about this kick drum, I know some people sometimes ask about this. So this was, when I was working on this soundtrack a while back, this other thing, I was given this kick drum. And it has a kind of interesting sound, but what's really interesting about it, what makes it even more interesting, is that by accident I had it laying down and I had to do a session for someone real quickly, and I wound up recording and then noticed that the bass drum had such a deeper thud to it. There was like this kind of sub bass thing going on. And I realized, oh, it's because I left the kick drum in this kind of clamshell action, and then the vibrations kept on going back, bouncing back and forth. So I have since kept this here. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. And so that's the story there. Yes, this is a kid's drum set. I got this for $29, and I haven't tuned it up. But, I mean, look, I'll be using it for something eventually. I actually have, these are all different snare drums over here. I actually have another snare drum that is, we might use this one for this song. This snare drum right here is actually quite an amazing snare from Pearl. And that's the same size as that little kid's one. Anyway, that was a great find. Thrift stores are fantastic places to go to get instruments. I love finding bizarre instruments like that. Well, hello there, Jilly, and Angel Spit, and DJ Matt. We got all the cool peeps coming in and hanging out. Thank you for being here. So yeah, welcome to the studio. And so we're going to listen to the song now, and we're going to figure out what we want to do with it and how to go forth. Right here is play some ABBA. Well, maybe. So this right here is how I work without. People are like, how do you do all your recording and engineering and playing drums? Well, I have this set up so that I can basically. Let me turn this on. Is it on right now? Hold on. Yeah. So I have it set up so that I can remotely control everything. And I can set up buttons to set up, like, for example, if I want to go back to the beginning, I have two set up right here that I can trigger back to the beginning, or different parts that I want to set up, and then it kicks in right there. Right? And then Control R would be to record. I also have this thing set up here. I can move that over if I need to. Anyway, I have a whole keyboard set up right by the drums so that I can do it myself. Canada is full of weird things. This is a true story. This is a true story. All right. Any other questions? Ask away. Attaboy in the house. Everybody send some love to Attaboy and the FET community, Mandalorians. Okay, so we're going to listen to this track. Keith Levene, Zach Betts. He's asking what the link is. I don't know if I answer this, if it's going to fuck it up. If someone can go, if you know my Facebook page, post the link in the comments on the Facebook page to get here for Overheard Goth Club, because if you post a link on Facebook and you post something, it tends to they push it down in the list and then you're hosed. It's ridiculous. Wait, what? TS1RZ1? What? What are you asking? TS1RZ1. You'll have to specify. And yeah, there's a lot of gear around here. True. Seeing some messages pop up from some other things. It's fine. Yeah. In fact, if you message me from some other things and you message me, the drum machine. I don't have either of those. If you're asking about this is an old Dr. Rhythm. This was given to me from a friend who worked on some Bowie stuff, as a matter of fact, and we'd worked on a project, and he gave this to me, which was fantastic. I have a lot of old Roland gear, and it's all in really great condition. For example, that's a mint condition JX3P back there that doesn't get a lot of use, but it's in there with the programmer and all that. And then I have like the I have all the old, like I have the 101, the 202, the 303, the 106, the Jupiter 6, the Jupiter 8, the Alpha Juno 2, the MKS 50. I don't even know what else I have. I have a lot of rolling gear. Yeah, in the beginning they liked the DR55. I mean, it was also used by The Cure, for example. That's 100 Years and all that stuff was with this initially. So a lot of really cool old things. Lucifer in the house. Hey, a lot of cool things were done with this. Yeah, so that's how it is. Yeah, and these are all the other guitars. So for the person who asked, yes, these are guitars over here. I have a whole bunch of interesting wild guitars. There's a cello back there, and then over there's a bunch of my basses. So yes, I do. So hey, PVD in the house. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, what I do is let me change the camera around. So I produce bands daily. That's my day job, but I'm also a session drummer and as well. So I play drums and bass and other instruments on people's records. I'm actually playing trumpet and trombone on someone's record next week. So I was an only child, so my family included instruments and pets, a lot of dogs and stuff too. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, I will not do the crow dance, but thank you. For those who were wondering about that, the Wasteland DJ in the house. For those who are wondering, a friend of mine sent me a message back because I send a lot of people pictures of crows dancing and things, because that's what we do. All right, let's get on with some music here. And when is Wasteland, by the way? I don't know when that's coming up. All right, let's go back to it. I'm gonna put this on here. We're gonna listen to some stuff. This is now on a little stand that I got, and we're gonna listen to the. I wonder if this would work better. Does it go sideways? I don't think it does. No, you got to keep it like this. I don't know why all these things are now this way instead of cinematically. So bizarre. So we're going to listen to this song that has David J on it, Keith Levene, Zach Betts. I can't remember who played the violin on it. I don't know if it was Mina or who it was, but anyway. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Fat little taxman said he's coming after me, and if he finds me, I ain't never going free. Well, come and get me, motherfucker, and I'll hang you by your toes. Your kind ain't welcome round here, mister. Now that's just the way it goes. And when I found out about Social Security and how they stole away all of our sovereignty, and now we're tattooed with the number of the beast, seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you and me. Do you remember how it felt when we were free? Another fucked up Roman Empire that is going down in flames, now falling in upon its populace. We've all gone quite insane.
So yeah, so that's this track here that we're working on here. This is a Superphonic Ludwig. This is a fantastic snare that has been used on countless albums over the years for different people. Not just mine. I mean, in general, this is a very widely used snare drum. It's a very open snare. Although I feel like that the tighter, deeper one will fit the track better. I mean, this is kind of interesting too because it's not what you'd expect. But I feel like the other one may suit this project a little better. So I'm gonna move that over here. I mean, I have a lot of snares. We can use, but we're gonna experiment a little more with what we have there and go through it again. And I think I was digging the kind of the wooden kind of brushy sticks at first, but now I'm starting to think that the regular sticks might be the best way to go. But let's take a listen to this track again, and we'll figure out. We're going to map out where the parts are and where it needs to be, where everything needs to go. So that's what we're going to do. Welcome to those who just joined. A lot of you are here today. Interesting. Okay, all the platforms.
Fat little taxman said he's coming after me, and if he finds me, I ain't never going free. Well, come and get me, motherfucker, and I'll hang you by your toes. Your kind ain't welcome round here, mister. Now that's just the way it goes. And when I found out about social security and how they stole away all of our sovereignty, and now we're tattooed with the number of the beast, seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you and me. Do you remember how it felt when we were free? Another fucked up Roman Empire that is going down in flames, now falling in upon its populism. We've all gone quite insane.
needs to be played very sparse and a very light hit, very sparse and light. So that's what we're going to work on. When I go to do the actual recording, we're probably going to cut it off because I got to focus on that. But we're just putting the pieces together. It's good to listen to it and figure out the nuances. It just needs to be very lightly played. It's a very soft touch. So we'll start off with those wooden brush sticks, and then we'll go into boots in the house. Hey, buddy. So we'll start off with those wooden brushes, and then we will. We'll start with the mallets, kind of going with the cymbals. And then we will switch to those wooden brushes for the ride, and then from there we'll go to the sticks. So it may be a few different takes, just so I can focus on those parts, and then I may add extra cymbals later, for more interesting hits and swells. But I can keep this going a little bit longer while we sort the parts so we can make sure we get it. So again, if you have any questions, you can either post them in here or send directly, and I'll do my best to answer if I see them, or if someone else sees them, you can, make sure I see them too. So hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. We are downtown Los Angeles, and apparently there's some trouble somewhere because it's fire department. All right, let's listen to it.
Fat little taxman said he's coming after me, and if he finds me, I ain't never going free. Well, come and get me, motherfucker, and I'll hang you by your toes. Your kind ain't welcome round here, mister. Now that's just the way it goes. And when I found out about Social Security and how they stole away all of our sovereignty, and now we're tattooed with the number of the beast, seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you. Do you remember how it felt when we were free? Another fucked up Roman Empire that is going down in flames, now falling in upon its populace. We've all gone mad insane.
getting there. We're figuring it all out. It's going to take a little bit, but we're getting there. So that's where we are. Oh, Miss Trez in the house. Televandalist in the house. The Art of Chase. An awesome Friday. Well, yes. I hope that everybody's having an awesome Friday. My hair is not having an awesome Friday. My hair looks like it. I kind of look like a combination of like the Doc from Back to the Future, and like what Ducky would have been like going to his 75th high school reunion or something like that. I don't know. It's a mess. All right, so, but it's okay because we have iced tea. We have tea. We have the Moroccan mint green tea here, organic and plant-based with natural caffeine. Sexy witch. Well, thank you. I'm sleeping up well. All right, so I say we'll listen to that again, figure it out, and then I'll go and record it. And I think that's where we'll be. And hopefully this will save this whole thing, because this is, hope you guys are enjoying. So, all right, so let's go ahead. The real Jace in the house.
Fat little taxman said he's coming after me, and if he finds me, I ain't never going free. Well, come and get me, motherfucker, and I'll hang you by your toes. Your kind ain't welcome round here, mister. Now that's just the way it goes. And when I found out about Social Security and how they stole away all of our sovereignty, and now we're tattooed with the number of the beast, seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you and me. Do you remember how it felt when we were free? Another fucked up woman empire that is going down. Now falling in upon its populace, all gone quite insane.
We're getting close. I just need to note it. When it looks like you're going to come in for the chorus, you kind of wait until the next piece is a hesitation, and then it goes in there. Nick in the house. Sir Lawney in the house. Lawnmower. What up, Lawnmower? Lawnmower in the house. All right. So, yeah, so we got to listen for that. So that's, again, this is Keith Levene, David J., I think Mina on the violin, and Zach Betts. This was recorded in all different places. I don't want to say the other people that are involved because I'm not 100% if they're on this song or another song that we're working on. So we'll hold off on that. And yeah, so I maybe one more take of this and then I'll record it. I just need to finalize this part. I think we're getting there though. Hope you guys agree. I think we're close. We're close on where we're going to place the drums and whatnot. Again, very, very simple setup. We have, well, I got to put the snare mic back on. But we have, we're miking the snare, the snare, all three toms are all with these Equitech CAD mics. These are the TM211. And I think a lot of people tend to think that when I say I do drums on things, I think they think that I'm programming drums or I'm playing an electronic kit or something. But you can see these are live acoustic drums. Overheads are the AKG. These are great microphones. These are the C451Bs. Great overhead mics, and kind of set up in a strange way at the moment, but they sound great. And the just a simple D6 from Audix on the kick at the moment, and some of the drums, the room mic, which is across the room right now, which is the Aston Spirit, that goes in through a the art through the CL1B Tube Tech. The rest of them are going through the Focusrite Pre's and modeled after the old Focusrite setting. So it's set up pretty well. Everything else is dry. There's no effects going through. I'm gonna I'll probably do a light mix to send to the client, and I'll probably I'll gate the kick, maybe might just leave it, and leave it raw, and I'll give them a stereo mix, but then I'll also send the individual tracks of the drums. So we have overhead, room, kick, snare, tom 1, 2, and 3, overhead, the two overheads, which is one is sort of as a mono overhead, and then a one on the ride. And that's what we'll do. That's how it'll be. So one last time listening through it, and then that'll be it. But thank you for tuning in. I can't really see who's here because it keeps on fluctuating. It's like it goes from 1 to like 10, and then back to 3, and then 12, and then 4. And then a couple of you were talking, and then saying you're watching, but it was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these numbers. I know Twitch is crazy sometimes with numbers. It'll jump from like 40 to 6, and then up to like 80, and you don't know anymore. So I don't know what numbers are anymore. Who cares about numbers? It's better. I like letters better. Like A. That's a good one. A+. I like food better than numbers and letters. I like getting letters. If you want to send me some mail, that's cool too. Don't send me a hate mail, but you can send me a love letter. What do you think the best love letter is? Is it like the letter P, or letter D, or letter Z? Is that a good love letter? Yeah. Let's listen to this. Deep Thoughts on Friday afternoon with Shock, 3:48 p.m. 2nd of the 6th month of the 2023 year. A is Canadian. A. Very cute. Very cute. our local Vancouveran East Van Couch comedian. If you'd like some more comedy, make sure to check out Miss Boyoyoyoing from 1972. It's not a kid's sound. It's an adult sound.
Fat little taxman said he's coming after me, and if he finds me, I ain't never going free. Well, come and get me, motherfucker, and I'll hang you by your toes. Your kind ain't welcome round here, mister. Now that's just the way it goes. And when I find out about Social Security and how they stole away all of our sovereignty, and now we're tattooed with the number of the beast, seems these days I have to cry myself to sleep, thinking about the old days and the thoughts of you and me. Do you remember how it felt when we were free? Another fucking empire that is going down in flames, now falling in upon its populace, all gone quite insane. About the way things used to be, and how it felt when we were free. I said I out again, built an old cards and worthless cash. Shit as well. Remember how it felt when we were free.
The idea is solidified in there. So now I will go and record it. So I want to say thank you for tuning in and all that. If you're just joining, we'll be doing more of these in the future. And thanks. Subject to the latter. Hello. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to check out Lost Tapes Official. That's my regular Instagram, and we'll be doing more live stuff from there generally. But when to get back on these, I used to do them a lot for my old Instagram account before that one was unfortunately vanished from the world. So we'll be doing more of these. I'll be going through some of the writing stuff, maybe with Miss Trez and Crow Jane, and and Jane Jensen. A lot of Janes in my life. My mother's name was also Jane. Anyway, and we'll be doing a lot of that, and remix work and all that stuff that goes on. Question answers, haiku, karaoke. I don't know. So thanks. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you're in LA, some cool Pride Fest stuff happening tomorrow. Also check out Grace Jones, and so many amazing artists are going to be performing. So support the arts, eat well, floss daily. I didn't floss today, actually. And pet some pets, and spread the love. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.